So today we're going to check out Comme des Garçons Black Eau de Toilette, not to be confused with Comme des Garçons Black Pepper or Comme des Garçons Black that's in the Play series. Kind of confusing how there's three, but in my opinion this one is the best. Let's get this open. I have not opened this before, but I tried it from a sample before buying it. You know, I'm not the type of person who's into batch codes and everything about the presentation, but there you go. It's kind of interesting. Okay, let's see. So it's super sleek though. It's kind of, I don't know if you'd call this matte, but it has this kind of really nice black wraparound to it, and I like that it's just super classy and straightforward. But onto the actual smell. The cap clicks a little bit too tightly for my taste, but it's not bad quality. That's so good. So kind of my favorite part, actually, as with many fragrances, is the opening, which is just super smoky. And it hits you right away with kind of the gist of it. I mean, it's not linear in the sense that many people would call a fragrance linear, where it smells exactly the same, but it's also not one of those where it starts a certain way and then by the dry down it's just completely different. You're in a magical adventure, a new world. No, it's not like that, but it's also not just totally a one-trick pony. So the top notes are incense, black pepper, and olibanum. And olibanum is basically, from my understanding, a type of incense or something that's used to make incense. Mids are birch, licorice, leather, and pepperwood, Hercules club. And the base is cedar and vetiver. So I held off trying this for a bit after hearing about it because the licorice note, I do not like licorice the food. I don't like licorice the note and fragrance, or so I thought. But yeah, I really don't get a lot of that, and whatever's in there, at least on my skin and on the test strip, is super well blended. It's not some licorice bomb. I avoid stuff even with like star anise in it or whatever, you know, anything that might be licoricey, but this isn't that at all. So yeah, smoky and very peppery, but it really blends with the smoke, so it's just like a smoked pepper type of thing, because I'm picky about spicy stuff too, but this is just like really kind of sleek spice and woods and smoke. It's not the type of thing that's going to be so try hard. I mean, Comme des Garçons is known for their super artsy fragrances, and some of them really are super weird. Like, I'll be talking about some of them more on the channel, I'm sure. This one, I don't think it's that weird. I don't even think it's that intense. A lot of people describe this as like, whoa, you know, almost was going into it expecting like a zoologist Tyrannosaurus Rex type of thing. No, maybe I've tried too many that this just doesn't feel that extreme anymore, but no, it's just really nice, like smoky, peppery, spicy, you know, woodsy, but not in that kind of like old school woods way where it's just sort of too generic masculine. And in terms of that, I would say it leans stereotypically masculine, but could easily be unisex if you like, you know, spicy, intense scents. Yeah, some of the really like smokiness in the beginning goes away pretty quickly, and it becomes sort of more of like this burnt spice vibe, but not so much like the active fire that hits you in the beginning. And I love that beginning part where you really get that like strong smoke there, but I do like how it stays around. Projection, not that strong, at least for me. I don't usually overspray stuff, so unless it's like a major fresh, you know, just citrus that's going to dissipate in a few minutes or whatnot. So I don't get a lot of projection, but you might if you sprayed a lot more. I mean, it's definitely a strong fragrance in terms of like the notes that are in it and the scent profile. Yeah, and this I believe was around 110 for a full-size bottle. I think it's 100 ml. Yeah, which actually is really not that bad for something this high quality. I definitely would say it leans towards smelling niche, not in the sense of being challenging, although maybe a little bit compared to, I don't see many designers putting out something kind of this just like smoky spicy, but not in that niche way where it's just like dusty and regal and a bunch of myrrh and old school notes. No, nothing like that. Just it's very high quality, and I think everything about it really kind of takes off the boxes for me. You know, nice presentation, classic. I like the name. I like the smell, obviously. To me, that's definitely the most important part. Longevity is, for me, it's about, I would say I was getting about 7 hours with it. I mean, I see mixed things from other people, but on my skin it was pretty good. And again, I don't spray a lot at a time, at least not with scents like this. So you may get more if you do a lot. But I definitely think it's worth checking out if you like smoky and if you like spicy. And if you hate licorice like me, don't worry about that too much. Just get a sample of it. I think they're probably about $4 on Lucky Scent. Who else has this? Ministry of Scent. A bunch of places I think have this now. So as I would recommend with anything, get a sample first if you think you might like it. But for me, it's definitely the best spicy scent that I've tried. And I think that about wraps it up. But let me know what you think if you've tried it or have any other questions kind of about anything to do with it. I would definitely recommend it. Check out the Fragrantica page, see if it looks good to you, and yeah, check it out.